Hey y'all, it's Destiny, and this is part 3 to the story of how this woman was taken advantage of by a TikToker. His name on TikTok is Medusa's Judgment. Now let's get into this part 3.
Hello everyone, this is the last and final part 3. I want to say I'm not bashing anyone or sending any hate to anyone. This is just me telling my experience and speaking my truth. After we get back from Thanksgiving dinner, things are awkward because I'm avoiding him, I'm not responding to text messages, I'm being super distant with him, and I still see him every day when I go out of my apartment because he's in and around the apartment. So when I'm walking to class, I see him. When I go to my car, I see him. I get a message from him, and he's saying, I know you don't like me, I know what we had once before we'll never have again, but I still want to get you your money. I was wondering if we could do DoorDash or Instacart so I can get you your money. At this point, the holidays are coming up, winter break is coming up for my college, and I do really want my money. And the money that I loaned him wasn't like a small $200 or $400. I loaned him over $2,000 for the moving and the helping with his rent. So I did want my money back. So you guys can call me whatever you want in the comments, but I did say yes, like we can do Uber or Instacart or DoorDash for your money. This whole situation was a learning experience, so I know not to do these things ever again. After Instacarting and doing DoorDash for a couple weeks, I completely shut it down because one of the last times we did Instacart, we got into an argument in the car. And I was in the passenger seat and he was driving my car on the highway. And he looked at me and he raised his voice and he said, "Keep talking to me right now so that I could flip this car and us both." And obviously I started crying and I completely stopped talking to him. And once we got back to the apartment, he went his way, I went my way, and he blocked me on Instagram, he blocked me on TikTok, and he blocked me on every social media that he had. And I'm still blocked on those things till today. At this time, it's winter break. Mainly everybody at the apartment is gone, including all of my roommates. Anybody who knows anything about college knows when winter break comes, everybody goes home and sees their family for Christmas, New Year's, that kind of thing. My family doesn't celebrate Christmas, so I had no reason to leave. I get a message from him late December, and he's asking to come over to my apartment to watch a movie, and he wants to start the new year right and just bring positive energy into the new year. And I can confidently say this is the worst mistake I ever made in my life. I'm all about accountability, and I can look back and say if I would have just said no or put my foot down and had a backbone, a lot of this stuff wouldn't have happened. But when he said that, I said, okay, under one condition: you're not sleeping in my apartment, you're not staying there, we can watch a movie, you can say sorry, that's it. It's done. And he's like, okay, cool. Late December one night, I'm coming home from work. I'm saying late December because I don't remember the exact dates for everything when these things happen. I'm coming home from work and he comes down the stairs and he's trying to help me park because I'm having some trouble. But I told him like, hey, I got it. I kind of brushed him off like, hey, I got it. I'm just taking a little bit more time because I just bought this new car. When I told him no, I didn't need help parking and he stormed off, I sat in my car and I thought like, no, I'm not going into the new year like this. No, I don't want an apology from him. No, I don't want to pretend to be nice to him and like him and watch a movie with him for 2 hours in my apartment. Like, no, I'm not doing it. When I get up there to my apartment, I'm going to tell him, no, we can't do anything. So immediately when I get up to my apartment, he is going off. You never let me lead. You never let me help you. I was just trying to help you. I told him like, hey, I didn't need help. And right now I need you to leave me alone. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to watch a movie. I don't need an apology. And this got him really mad. And while he's doing all this yelling, he's in my kitchen and I'm in my room and I'm asking him, please leave my apartment. I asked him to leave my apartment twice. And when I'm saying this, I'm saying it in a very calm manner. And on the second time, he goes, okay. And I see him reach for something in my kitchen. I don't know what he's reaching for. I don't know what he's about to do. I'm scared. I don't know what's going on. Then he comes into my room and he's holding my roommate's 3 kitchen knives, large kitchen knives that you cut chicken with and you cut up carrots with. He's holding 3 large kitchen knives and he's saying someone is going to, you know what, tonight. Someone's gonna tonight. And by the time it takes me to get to my balcony to try to unlock my balcony door, then unlock my screen door, he already has me by my shirt, pulling me back into my apartment, choking me because he's grabbing so hard on my shirt. I'm trying to scream, I'm trying to yell, but he's pulling my shirt so hard it's choking me and I can't even get words out. And everybody's gone. These apartments are like a ghost town. None of my roommates are home and everybody went home for winter break. So I knew he knew this, and that's why he felt comfortable doing what he did then and not any time before. So he gets me back in the room. He still has all three of them in his hand and he has me by the shirt. I go to reach for my phone. He grabs it. After this, I don't see my phone for a while. I'm asking him, please let me go. Please get off of me. He's refusing. He held these knives in his hand for hours. And when he put them down, he never put them back in the kitchen. He kept them in my room and I felt trapped and I had nowhere to go, no phone to text anybody, no phone to call anybody. And I also had no witnesses to this. My apartment didn't have cameras and everybody was gone. That night, he stayed up yelling at me for hours. And when he finally did fall asleep, I felt trapped. He had my phone. He snatched my phone. I haven't seen my phone in hours. I couldn't call anybody. And I knew if I wanted to make a run for it, I would have to get through my room door, which was locked. And then I would have to go past the kitchen to the front door, which was also probably locked. So the probability of me getting out without him noticing or getting out without him grabbing me was very low. I stayed up the whole night crying, terrified of what he could possibly do to me. And when he did wake up finally in the morning, he pretended like everything was normal. He started talking to me like normal and didn't mention anything about what he did the night before, to the point where I'm like, were you even sober? Like, what is going on? And I asked him in the morning, since he was calm and pretending to be normal, leave my apartment, leave now and give me my phone. He left that morning and he gave me my phone, and I immediately called my mom, telling her everything that happened. And she immediately told me, call the police, call the non-emergency line, call right now. And that's what I did. I called them, and by the way they interacted with me on that phone, I immediately knew they were not taking this situation as serious as it affected me. They're asking me questions like, are you in any immediate danger? Did anybody see anything? Did the cameras catch anything? Is he still there right now? Do you know where he is? And I'm like, no, and no. Nobody saw anything. There are no cameras at this apartment. He's not here right now. I'm not in any immediate danger, but I'm still telling you guys, this is what happened. And the only reason I'm calling right now is because I did not have access to my phone. They went on to tell me that because it was hours ago, because it was last night, and he's not any immediate danger to me anymore, and nobody saw anything, and there were no cameras, that they can make a report, but they can't arrest him. So I'm stuck in my apartment with nobody here with me, and I don't know where he is at this point. This was late December, early January, and later that month in January, he tells me that he wants to go back to Philly. He's still not acknowledging the magnitude of what he did to me was horrible. He's not acknowledging that. He never even said sorry. But at this point, I want him out of my life for good. I want to be able to move comfortably and not have a fear that he's watching my new apartment or seeing where I'm gonna move. So January flies by and he's telling me when I get my income taxes, if I have enough, I'm gonna move and pay you your money, and so on and so forth. And I'm like, no, just focus on moving. Just focus on moving. Like, I don't want you in my life anymore. He gets his income taxes and he moves back to Philly in February. After he moves about 3 months, I get a text from him. Mind you, I didn't block him because I thought he was going to give me a sincere apology and apologize to me. He never did. He texts me about 3 months later saying, oh, I know you don't want to hear from me, but I still love you. God bless. I just want to get that off my chest. And I'm like, what? So I block him. About 8 months after I blocked his number, I get a random text message from a number saying, oh, I just remember how much you like the Bob Marley movie. And it's a trailer for the Bob Marley movie in the text message. And I'm like, okay, who is this? And he goes, hi, it's Rashawn. And I blocked the number immediately. Since then, he has not tried to talk to me. He has not tried to call me. I got no messages from him. He's never said sorry. And he's on this app pretending like everything's okay and fine. And it's not. And I want people to know that this person is very toxic and very crazy. Ladies, please be careful and learn from my many mistakes. And I've also learned from my mistakes. Thank you, guys.
Now, if you didn't see part 1 and 2 of her story, go ahead and watch the latest video I did on this story, because Medusa Judgment did post a video talking about the situation, and that was the first video that he did. Now, in this next part, we are going to hear a little bit more from him. This is the second video that he did after finding out that his ex got on here and said all these things about him.
So, as of recently, an ex of mine from Seattle, Washington, made a video about me. And I'm here to say, I am not denying anything that she is saying in that video. I have not seen her video. I have seen clips and snippets of it, and I have been seeing what people have been sending me. The only thing I will defend is that I was never physically abusive. I never put my hands on her. I threatened to take her brother's life with a knife. Yes, I did. Okay? Everything she is saying is true. I am not going to deny anything. Many times and times again, I have told you ladies to never trust a man. Not even me. I have told y'all I have been a terrible man. I have been a very abusive man. I have been a dangerous man at times. All I can let y'all know is that whatever she's saying about me is true. Okay? I do sincerely apologize to her. And if I could have a conversation with her to apologize to her, I would. But I understand that I'm going to do it publicly, right? So I do apologize to you for what we went through, what I put you through, what you endured, the trauma, everything, right? Because you didn't deserve it and you don't deserve it. So I'm not going to lie and try to save my platform. No, I am sincerely sorry. And I'm especially sincerely sorry because of who I am now versus who I was 2-3 years ago. I went to Seattle, Washington with no money. She was supporting me. I went out there, couldn't keep a job because I wasn't from there. Lack of motivation, lack of dedication, but I was comfortable. She helped me get an apartment on a college campus. She was a good woman. Everybody got flaws. She got flaws, but I was the abuser. I was the predator in the situation. I'm not going to deny anything. I am in front of this camera right now as the man I am today. I understand that I've grown a lot. In 2-3 years, you can develop your character a whole lot. And this is not an excuse because she's telling her truth, her story, her experience that she had with me. And I'm pretty sure it's probably exes in the comments saying they had similar experiences. But let me ask y'all a question. If you take a bad man, right? If you take a cheater, a liar, an abusive person, and give them a platform, is people not going to speak out about their experiences with that person? It was going to happen regardless. And I had a platform when it was going on, but it was a silent thing. And I'm very terribly sorry that she went through that. And I'm not trying to save face. I want people to understand that I'm admitting that I did what she's saying. I'm owning up to it. This is not one of those videos where I'm not denying nothing. Right? But I am terribly sorry. She don't want people to attack me. Women are women, you know. Still gonna attack me. That's okay. I understand that when one woman go through something, other women are furious. You know, other women are triggered, so they are they want to stand in solidarity. I understand. I wholeheartedly appreciate her telling her story about me. I appreciate her telling her story about me because who I am now is not who I was then. A couple of people have told me that she was talking about, you know, I was mooching off her. She was helping me fix my credit. I had no money. I was, sleeping in using her clothes. Yeah. Like, I went from Philadelphia to Seattle with little to no money. Probably like $400. Back in Philadelphia, I had an apartment and everything. I just gave up my lease and just moved to Seattle. Right? I felt like at the time it was a great decision. It's a fresh start. I'm going to be with somebody who I want to be with, but I was not ready. I wasn't ready for any of it. So I'm not going to deny nothing. I'm going to stand here as a man and tell you what she is saying is true. Only thing I did not do is put my hands on her. I never put my hands on her. I never physically harmed her. But her traumatic experience she had with me is true. I have told you plenty of times before, I have been a terrible man in my past. I have been a terrible man in my past. A very, very terrible man in my past. Exes are going to tell about past experiences they had with somebody, especially when that person keeps getting more and more fans and supporters. It's like, hold on, why are you supporting this person? Let me tell you about this person. And she's telling her truth. There's nothing wrong with that. I have been in therapy since then. I have been thriving to become a better man since then, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. I personally feel bad that women even have an experience to tell about me that's negative. Because that's not who I don't want women to think of me and think of a bad experience. But I've been a terrible man. So has him, so has him, so has him, and so has him, and so has him. They just don't have a platform. Your exes are terrible men. They just don't have a platform. I have been an extremely terrible man. And all I can do is take Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday to Sunday to be a better man. But I'm not denying nothing. What she's saying in those videos, yes, it's true. It's true. If y'all want me to apologize to her, I am sorry. I am deeply and sincerely sorry. And I'm a tagger. So that way y'all can see her story of her experience with me. But when I go live, I tell women, yeah, I was a bum. I was a lame. I was a narcissist. I was abusive. I don't never sit here and say, oh, I was perfect. I was perfect. No, I was a terrible monster. Absolutely. All I can do is work on myself. All I can do is be better. All I can do is move forward to be the best man I can be with the next person, with the next person, with the next person. A lot of women have bad experiences with me. That's life. You're going to have some exes that have good experiences with you and some exes that have bad. But I'm not denying no allegations. I never put my hands on her. I only threatened her brother's life. Maybe I did say something threatening her life at that time. I can't even remember. But I was such a bad man, I wouldn't put it past myself. I probably did. Your whole life can change in 1 year. It's been 2, maybe 3 years now. Y'all don't have to believe that I have changed and became a better man and developed my character to be a good man in life. If you don't believe that, you don't have to. But I am sincerely sorry to her. And I do own up to everything she is saying. I'm not denying no allegations. What she is telling is truth. She's tagged below.
So it looks like he really wants people to believe that he has changed. And yes, he went to therapy and counseling and all of these things. Y'all have got to let me know what you think about this situation. What do you think about everything that this woman was saying? Have you ever been in a situation like this? And if you have, how did you get out of it? Just let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will definitely see you in the next one.